What is going on, guys? Thank you guys for tapping into today's podcast. My name is Ryan the Crypto Guy, or Ryan Prendez, and this is my business partner.
What's up, guys? Hope you're having a great day. I'm Nestor Sanchez, or Masternode One. Thanks for listening.
And we are the Master Nodes. Thank you guys for tapping into today's podcast. We really appreciate the time you guys take to listen to our podcast. Remember to follow our personal social media accounts to stay up to date with us. Mine is at Ryan the Crypto Guy, and my boy's Nestor's at Masternode One. Make sure you guys stay to the end to hear about some additional resources that we may provide y'all to get you guys a little bit more zoned into cryptocurrency. But without further ado, I'm gonna let Nestor jump into news of this week.
Yes, news of this week, we're going to be talking about Ethereum NFTs. They are coming to Instagram, and Facebook is next. So IG will actually let NFT collectors and creators link their crypto wallets to display verify NFT collectibles starting around this week in the US. They will be gradually rolling out this update rather than just dropping it all at once. So you may not get the update. I may get the update. We don't really know if they're kind of rolling it out in zones. At first, it will only support NFTs on the Ethereum and Polygon network, but they plan to add more networks on the platform, such as Solana and Flow. These are two other popular networks for collectibles. Some of the supported wallets at launch will include MetaMask, Rainbow, and Trust Wallet, while they will be adding other wallets like Phantom and Coinbase Wallet. And also Dapper Wallet will be coming within time.
So like when it comes to posting, what sets the NFT post apart from like regular posts?
Yeah, good question. So basically it's not going to look like a regular post. It's going to have like a kind of like a special attribute.
Oh, okay.
It's going to have like a shimmer kind of thing to it, which is going to set it apart from just a normal post. So if it's on the blockchain, it's going to have that little shimmer effect, which is pretty cool, I guess. You're going to let people know which ones are NFTs and which ones are just normal run-of-the-mill posts. But unlike Twitter, there will be no fees tied in with this NFT verification, which I think is great. They're making it accessible to everyone, not just people with Twitter Blue. There was some complaints about that basically because they're only letting NFT people with Twitter Blue use that feature, which kind of sucks.
Yeah,
But,
and I think most of the complaints were just the fact that you had to pay for it. Isn't it like $9.99 or $4.99 a month? Either way, it's like the fact that you have to pay for that monthly, keep in mind, not yearly, not just once, monthly, in order to have that activated. Like, I mean, that could be gas fees. Like, I'd rather put that money that I'm spending on that monthly subscription to help me pay for my next NFT rather than to pay for me just to post and say, oh yeah, I own this NFT. Like, okay, you can just tweet that you own it.
yeah,
Show a
exactly.
screenshot, that it's in your MetaMask wallet. Dude, there's so many other ways to prove ownership, and I don't know. It's crazy. People just be spending their money ridiculously sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I already bought the freaking NFT and it's on the blockchain. Why do I have to pay for that to be verified when it's already verified,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Exactly.
NFT integration is basically a huge step, especially for Meta. Their ultimate goal is to create a metaverse. So this is obviously the biggest step that they can take towards that. And it's going to come equipped with, obviously digital assets and collectibles, which are NFTs. So obviously they had to integrate this into the social media aspect of Instagram and Facebook too.
When it comes to, this Instagram NFT integration, I think it should have come at a better time. I kind of don't think right now is the best for it because, with the market kind of being in a bear market, don't you think that it's going to kind of make it like difficult or not difficult, but less and less people are going to want to be talking about their NFTs? I mean, yeah, it's kind of clout if you own like a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, but like, I don't know, it seems that it could be kind of a flop. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it kind of I think it's a perfect time actually because like I get what you're saying, everything's at a down, everything's down. Not many people want to flex that they have NFTs right now.
Yeah,
But
especially if it's dropping in value.
I think that this is going to be something that kind of pushes it over, people are going to understand that NFTs are now valuable and their favorite influencers and celebrities are now posting that they own NFTs on Instagram, but you're not going to be able to flaunt that if you don't have an NFT at the end of the day.
But another thing is, and I mean, I love NFTs, but I'm just playing devil's advocate at this point. But a lot of celebrities also got to be careful with which NFTs they have and which NFTs they talk about. I mean, of course, if they're saying, buy this NFT, they got to be like extremely careful. But even just posting like an NFT, I've seen people blamed, like Elon Musk. He talks about, a certain product, and all of a sudden that product gets pumped in value. Because people think that he's some kind of meme god and he's going to invest in these products, so people are just trying to jump on that train early because he mentioned it in a tweet. And so that's just something, when it comes to NFTs, a lot of celebrities I feel like would also shy away from posting itself. Of course, I wanted to see this project, or really just NFTs, explode all over the place. I just feel that when it comes to Instagram, releasing this update, they're going to release it very slowly because they're going to understand that a lot of people may not be into the idea, especially right now with the market going down. However, if the market or later on the line, if we see the market pumping up again, a lot of people are going to be jumping on that wave because they're like, oh yeah, with my Ethereum I bought a couple months ago, I doubled, tripled, quadrupled my money and then ended up buying this NFT with it, and now I have ownership of this NFT. So it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. We'll kind of see how it goes. With this whole market being down, I mean, it's kind of a tough one, and that kind of just jumps into the next topic. Last week was a whirlwind of events, starting off with Bitcoin having a major dip from its last all-time high that we saw back in November of 2021. It actually dipped below July 2021's last low. Last week we saw Bitcoin fall another 20%, leading people to ask, when will this bear market be over? Some experts claim that the fall of Bitcoin this past week can be explained by a variety of events going on around the world, from regulations to wars. However, this past week's events have been what Bitcoin was waiting for to send it on another downward spiral. The Fed recently announced it would do a 0.5 point increase on interest rates. On top of that, we also saw a Bitcoin ETF being liquidated by investors, showing potential concern and fear even coming from the stock sector of investing in cryptocurrency. So these signs are kind of just like what we've seen leading up to the moment, up right before the dip happened, and then it dipped, which also caused another major fail in the market. I don't know if any of y'all invested in Terra Luna, but man, that was crazy. I've never seen a market just like be emptied in a matter of hours. I remember looking at it in the morning and I got a notification on my phone. It was like Luna is down 27%. I was like, wow, that's a lot. But I mean, I've seen that before. But then I looked at it a couple hours later, got another notification. It's like Luna is down 98% in the past 24 hours. I was like, what? 98%? That's ridiculous. So rest in peace to all the Terra Luna holders out there. But yeah, these are just kind of some of the things we saw last week. And Nestor, I kind of want to get your input. Me and you actually haven't really talked about the market dip this past week. So I want to kind of get a feel of like, what was going on through your head. Cause I know with you're more invested into Bitcoin than, I am. And so what was kind of just going through your head this past week?
Yeah, definitely. A lot was going through my head. There's a lot going through my head, but ultimately I am a long-term holder. So at the end of this, I was just buying more Bitcoin. I was not panic selling. I understand the long-term things of this. And also, yeah, what you're saying, like the ramifications of Bitcoin going down caused a whole nother freaking ecosystem to basically
It
fall
just
apart.
collapsed, bro.
Literally. And like that was because they were basically utilizing Bitcoin, they were utilizing Ethereum's value to peg the UST to the dollar. So basically it was backed by crypto and not by usual US dollar. And because everything fell, well, so did the peg, and it caused this whole freaking liquidation, and basically everyone was scared. But like this is a thing that was foretold, right?
Mm-hmm.
not every project is going to the moon, right? Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, yeah.
that's not how this works.
Even if
So
it may
it's
seem like it is, not
yeah,
everyone is.
it's always survival of the fittest. So whatever survives at the end of the day was meant to survive because of all the different protocols that it does and all the different procedures that happen because of that protocol. Luna is using algorithmic stable coins, which kind of ended up being its whole downfall. So we're just seeing this stuff, kind of absorbing it and using this information to leverage on our future positions. We're going to be a little more weary when it comes to algorithmic stable coins. We're going to have a little bit more of a 2 cents, a little bit more XP when it comes to picking our new stocks, our new investments because of all this stuff. And this is how we have to think about it. You know, it's a constant evolution of changing strategies, learning new things, and kind of growing with the market.
Can't believe you really said a little bit more XP, bro.
That's how I think about life now, to be honest.
just ranking up with XP. Oh
I gotta
man.
get promoted.
And also another thing when it comes to Luna is we kind of saw the downfall of Luna way before Bitcoin even fell, way before people started selling off their Bitcoin ETFs, and way before the Fed raised its interest rate. Luna was trying to offer 20% interest for UST holders. That's like a ridiculous amount. Like of course people are gonna want to jump on that train immediately because they see 20% interest. I would jump on there if it was 20% interest. Imagine having $100,000 in Luna. That means you get $20,000 passively yearly. That's insane to think. In 5 years, you get your original investment back. That's insane to think about. That's one of those dreams that you see, or one of those things that you see where all the Instagram scammers text you and say, invest in this coin, it's going to 50x and the next couple months, and you're going to receive X amount of money back on top of your original investment. Like, no, like that's just something that you literally see a scammer say. And so, when I first saw that, or I actually recently saw a video on it, on the whole downfall of Terra Luna, yeah, like that is a red flag for me, a major red flag, because think about it, like 20%, like banks barely give out 0.02 to 0.03%, let alone a full percentage, let alone 20%. Like it's just, I don't know. When I saw that, I was thinking about how this cannot, like, yeah, this is just a major red flag in the beginning, that you could see it as a short-term thing, but once it kind of dies down, it just, it's not sustainable. And so realistically, it kind of was inevitable that Terra Luna was going to end. Once that pegging or depegging happened the first time, people should have kind of got the hint, because I think it depegged like twice more after that before it like just completely failed and collapsed on itself. And now I think it's like 15 cents to the dollar, which is just like ridiculous. I think that the only money really in Terra Luna right now are people that are just making those really quick flips off of the 0.0001 cent that it is, or people like the developers that kind of still want to have faith in the project and left their money in there because they're like, well, I already lost a lot of it, might as well just keep going.
Yeah, facts. We'll see if they come up with like a plan to save it. I heard that there could be, but honestly, it's a little far gone.
Yeah, bro, honestly, that project is toast. Like,
I don't know.
but
We'll see. We'll
yeah,
see.
I mean, miracles have happened like that before, so I mean,
Whole
no.
banks and whole governments have been bailed out before, so
Exactly. Exactly.
we've seen worse things happen.
Yeah, exactly. And so, we'll kind of see where things go from there. And that kind of wraps up today's podcast. Thank you guys for tapping in. Much appreciated as always. And remember, our visual podcast experience can be found on YouTube, and our audio podcast experience can be found on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and all your other favorite podcast sources. Remember to follow us at the Masternodes on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. And remember to also follow our personal social media accounts to stay up to date with us. Mine is at Rye the Crypto Guy. My boy's Nesters is at Masternode1. And also visit our website, www.themasternodes.com, and subscribe to our email list to receive the latest and greatest cryptocurrency information.
Yes, sir. And we also have Discord. Discord is where we talk about market rundowns, updates, all these news articles that are coming out, and we do this daily for you guys so that we can all communicate and learn together. We also have an opportunity for you guys to join and be a part of. It is called I Am Mastery Academy. This academy is great. It's going to teach you how to become an investor, all the way to how to trade using leverage. Now, this gives you literally A through Z and can literally excel you from a student all the way to wherever you want to go. So if you guys want more information on that, you can always send us a DM. We could send you that Discord link, or we could send you that I Am Academy information so that you guys can obviously make great informed decisions for yourselves.
Yes, I Am Academy can definitely take you from Padawan to Master Jedi in a matter of a couple months.
You're such a nerd. Anyway, thanks for joining today's podcast. We appreciate your guys' time as always. Have a great day and choose kindness.
Yes, thank you guys for tapping in. Much appreciated as always, and bless up.
Here at the Masternodes, we are not making any claims as to income you may earn. Before entering any agreement, please use caution and seek the advice of a professional advisor, such as attorney or financial advisor.
Please ensure your own research is done before investing any money into the market.